The home is leased property. The home is on a leased property. Okay, so this is a mobile home, my friend. So it's just a home that's leased. It's just a home. So that's where the issue is, Heather. Plus, you can tell it's out of nowhere. So that's also the issue, right? Like the closest town is here. It's not even it's still a small town, not too big, but yeah, it's a little bit outside of the smaller town. So that's also a big issue here. Okay, Heather. So this probably wouldn't be good because if you look at here, it says that 954 is the rent of this property where it's sitting in. No screen? How? I can see my screen. Maybe do it. What about now? Can you see it? Yes, yes, okay. So I'm looking at this property, guys. This is a mobile home. Um, the reason I know is because it says right here, the home is on a lease property with a month rent of 954. Okay, so the month rent of this property, rent is 954. Now we have to bring someone here who potentially pay us 1500, right? And then we have some money left over, which is a good thing, but still we are not owning the property, we're just owning the house, right? And if it's seller finance, then we have to pay the seller of this house as well, which is very, very, very bad deal in a sense. Okay, so I will, if I were you, Heather, I will pass on this. The other issue is also it's not in the city, right? It's in a kind of like a very small one home in a whole town area. Okay, so probably not the best thing for us to work on it. And they have been listing for a very long time. Yeah, if you look at it here, they listed for 2025, listed for sale then. They haven't sold it until now. So that tells you something, right? What about the land leased home? Land leased home is good. For example, if this house owner, the landowner is saying that you can take the house, we can do that. But issue with that is we need to find a renter who wants to own the house or who own the house, right? So that's going to be a little bit problematic. That's why usually we just go with the land that's owned on the house, period, right? So and usually these type of houses are outside of the city. It's not very easy to very accessible to the city or from the city. The home is rehabbed or was remodeled. You will need the inspection. Land is on the lease official or agent investor. Land is on a lease of 558 a month. 458 a month. That's like nothing. That's like peanuts. Ask for who's the renter. So land is on lease. Oh, so land is on the lease. So again, you're buying a home then. You're just buying a home, not the land. Even though the lease rent is less, we need to find out how we're gonna get the renter to pay this amount and a lot more. So then we can pay to the seller finance to the seller and the owner of the house. So now we have two people, right? The owner of the land, the owner of the house. So technically then we will need to do seller finance to both. Can we do seller finance? The thing is, we self finance is our terms, right? Like you and me figure it out. But the problem is you have to do so. For example, this is the house, right? House is owned by one person. The land is owned by one person. Okay. For example, they are selling the land. So you buy the land, but you need to have um, some sort of agreement with the seller that you're gonna get the rent from them. Okay, that's one. And if you're doing seller finance and you want to buy both, right? In a good situation, we'll be like, okay, you know what? We're gonna buy the land and the house. Then you have to do a two seller finance agreement, one with the landowner and one with the house owner, right? And then you have to rent it and make sure the renter pays enough that covers both of the people and leave you enough cash and cash on top of that. So it's going to be very, very, very hard. Okay, so that's why I usually stay away from mobile home or mobile land homes, because in all reality there is millions of houses that does not have this issue. That's fine, just go on to the next one, go on to the next one, right? If you look at Discord, hashtag cities or hashtag creative offer cities, you will see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cities. So that's why we found all those cities and put it there, because people, we are going into some houses that's not the greatest, or the location that's not the greatest. So go with the houses. Nazul Hussain, hi Naz. So make sure that you are going to those cities. Forbidden online, yes. Well, we don't ever own the land, that is true, but we do own the land at the same time. We own the land for our sake, but for the government we still have to pay the insurance on it, taxes and insurance. Okay, but it does not mean that someone else can kick me out of the house, no. But in this case, someone else, like normal citizen, can kick me out in this case, right? But government will not do that. Government will, if you're paying your tax and insurance, nobody ever gonna touch you, ever. Okay. Um, okay, so I'll go to the next one. Heather didn't see what question you have. Yeah, so I spoke to your 11 portfolio guy. He wants the agent commission to be covered. So here's the thing, guys. You have to understand when you're you're trying to make a deal work. Agent, of course, will try his best to squeeze everything from you. Okay, so we came up about 100,000 above on our asking. So it was 1.1. We came up to 1.2 for asking, and then the agent came back to this. That might be doable, but you need to pay all closing costs and my commission. The sale would be as is, no inspection. You're still almost 40K under what my seller paid per door 2 years ago. If you can't do that, I can go to my seller and present it. So yesterday I spoke to him on the call. He told me the same thing. He said that the price is doable, we can do something, but I want you to pay all the closing costs, okay, my commission, and no inspection, which means we cannot go into the property and check how the property is and just buy it. It's not gonna work. So we're gonna go back, we're gonna counter. And I told him, like, okay, let me, he said his commission is about $45,000. So I told him, like, you know what, let me go back, I'll see what I can do for your commission. Okay, but now I'm gonna go and tell him, like, no, I will not pay your commission. We will do inspection, and we will have our inspection period. Okay, so this would be the whole scenario, and we're gonna bring him back to the same price, right? The price will be offered. So let me check. Um, Yeah, I calculated the agent commission, which is 31K, which is 2.5% of 1.2235. Yeah. It might be 31K for this amount, 1.2, but it's listed for 1.5, so that's why he's calculating and telling us, oh, you gotta pay 45,000 commission for something. First of all, he was extremely rude to begin with, right? And he's asking us to pay for his commission. It's not how it's gonna go. So Mr. Seller would need to cover the agent cost, and we will do um, the inspections. So by adding the purchase price, agent commission, closing costs, it will be 1.3, which is estimated. Yeah, it will be 1.3, which I understand that. But the problem is when an investor will come, they will not do that, right? They would want you to be like, no, go back to the agent and tell him I'm not going to pay the agent commission. So that's where the issue is. And 70% we cannot do because some houses needs a lot of work, right? If it's tip top condition, maybe then we can see, but it needs a lot. Some houses needs a lot of work. So, um, and on top of that, we have to sell all the houses, right? So that's going to be additional work. Some house will get sold, some house may not. Things of that nature could happen. Okay. Um, okay, fine. Thank you for the offer. Before I present, I want to clarify the closing cost. Does that include my broker's fee of 3% of the purchase price? Can you attach your um did Carrie Vicente look, give me check. Let me check. That's like a we give her $1 million property for over asking for seller finance, and then she said no, and then three single families we gave her, and then this is what she said. What offer did you give her? I don't remember I asked you about this because I sent you a text with her all three properties, and what offer did you give? Because I don't think we talked about that. You said we did cash offer two properties with 0.7 and 0.168. Okay, let me check the property. Carry. Okay, so the carry was 6600. Are you going to call Michael? I don't think I'll call today, Heather. I might call tomorrow because I told him I need to speak to a couple investors, and I need some time for that. Fahim, is this the house? Does that sound about right? 603 East. Yeah, that's the address though. Interesting. Maybe it is a different city. Kansas City. Okay, that's the one. Yeah, the thing is, you can send the proof of funds and things like that. That's not a problem. The only thing I feel like I need the images for this. I need images from inside. So duplex, half duplex, we're not gonna take that, right? We're just gonna take the single families. So 30 days. Yeah, I think they're all rented. So what I will do, let me take a note of this. Send a. Give me the also give me the exact copy paste the exact email that you send it to her, so that I know exactly what you told her in the chat, so I can have a look at it. But I'm gonna take a note right now. Send a POF and credibility to carry. Um, I'll copy the address. And this one. Oh, you sent a separate LOIs? Interesting, okay. Not bad. It's gonna ask me for download, but so proposal for 147 business days. Uh, 784432. This one. This LOI is this one. 140 78 103. Yeah, 78. This one is much better because it's cheaper. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The problem I've seen, guys, even with the cash offer that's so low, people like the investors are not too interested right now, which I don't know why that's the case, because we're it's a lot lower we're getting them. But again, if it's rented and making good money in rents, then it's a good deal. But anyways, we'll get there when we get there. But the cash, all the investors are kind of tight on cash. Not sure why. They're not tight on cash. They just don't want to deploy so much cash. Maybe it's because of the market or what's going on, but we can figure this out. No change intensity. Any update on about the contract? No. Contract. We told her that we will send it today, right? We talked yesterday, so we will not send it the same day, okay? Because we have to send it to attorney and things like that. So today will be sent sometime. But price we already agreed, so nothing will change there. They just have to send it and sign it and send it back. If the property has no mortgage, can we do 30-40% down, and and in the offer will the seller be a second position? Okay, so um, 30 and 40% down is basically focused on the idea that we are financing the down payment, right? So we go to the bank and tell them, give me the down payment for this property, and the bank will give you all the money, okay? So yes, we can do the down payment if the mortgage is there or if the mortgage is not there. Okay, for for us the limit is the owner has to have a 40% equity in the property. Okay, if the owner doesn't have 40%, then we cannot do the second position, but if he does have that, then we can do second position. Then the second thing is how much mortgage is there. If the mortgage is, I don't know, less than I mean 60%, that's okay. We can bring enough down payment to cover the mortgage. Not 60%, yeah, 60%. But if the mortgage is 70%, we cannot do that deal. Okay, so now it does not matter if they have a if you can do the deal, then it doesn't matter, right? So if they don't have a mortgage, then that means that the property is completely owned. Then we can get easy loan on this property because they own it, right? And all the money that we're gonna get in down payment, they're gonna take it as a cash in their pocket because they don't have a bank to give money to, right? So whenever, let's say 40% down and they owe 30% to bank, okay, we bring the 40%, take the 30%, give it to the bank gets out of the picture, the rest 10% goes to the Mr. Seller, and Mr. Seller with that 10% will pay the agent, closing, all the expenses. Okay, so that's why it's necessary that they have some equity, but if they don't have, they have all the equity, then all 40% goes straight to his pocket. So it's going to be a good deal for the seller. Okay, hey, sounds good. Okay, hopefully that makes sense, guys. Yeah, for Michael, I'll give him one more day. Okay, let him hanging because he probably has the best offer that we are giving him. Okay, nobody's probably talking about cash at all. So that's one thing. So leave him hanging. He's gonna call me today or tomorrow to ask for the update. I'm gonna be like, man, I'm so sorry. I haven't. I spoke to my investor. They're saying they're not really interested in this particular offer, but I'm trying to make sure that we can come on a middle ground. Okay. So that I can show that I'm on his side. Logan Alton agent said, "Hi Naki, please call me further to discuss. The max seller can carry is 10% of the purchase price. Do you have a LOI to share?" So he's saying the max they can carry is 10%, which means they probably have 10% equity in this deal. So technically, we can't do second position on it at all. And Abdul Esteban, the 50% down agent. One second, let me check. Oh, we sent the LOI, right? Is it this property? Let me check. I think I have sent it. It's this property, right? Let me see. Esteban. No, he didn't reply. He didn't reply. Let me see. Sent. Yeah, Esteban, April 30. April 30, what time did we send? 9 a.m. So April 30, 9 a.m. has just been one day. So let him sit on that for a little bit more. Yeah, so April 30 it was sent in the morning. Can you explain the mortgage? Yes, I can explain the mortgage. It's very simple. Okay, so how the mortgage, what it means is that, let's say this is the property. Okay, I don't know if you can see my screen, but check my screen. I'm looking at this property, okay? So this is the property I'm thinking to buy, okay? Now this property is about $100,000, okay? It's listed for 100. Okay, so it's 100,000 right here. I'm thinking to buy this property. So far it's clear. Very simple. I don't have 100,000. मेरे पास इतने पैसे नहीं है कि मैं सारे मैं 100,000 ला के इस प्रॉपर्टी को ख़रीद सकूँ, ठीक है। जो कि नॉर्मल रियल एस्टेट डील होती है, जैसे हमारे एशिया में होती है, पाकिस्तान इंडिया वगैरह में यही होती है कि हमें ये 100,000 की लगी हुई है, 100,000 बोलेंगे 1 लाख, राइट। बट आप एजेंट को 1 लाख नहीं बोलना, क्योंकि 1 लाख सिर्फ पाकिस्तानी वर्ड है या इंडियन वर्ड है, बट लाख नहीं चलता है ओवरसीज। बट एनीवेज, ये 100,000 की प्रॉपर्टी है, 1 लाख पाकिस्तानी US डॉलर की। अब मुझे इसको ख़रीदना है, मुझे इसमें रहना है, मेरे पास 1 लाख नहीं है, ठीक है। तो मैं जाता हूँ बैंक के पास, ठीक है। मैं बोलूँगा बैंक मुझे ये प्रॉपर्टी ख़रीद के दो, ठीक है। तो बैंक बोलता है ठीक है, मैं ये प्रॉपर्टी आपको ख़रीद के देता हूँ, मगर मुझे आपकी इनकम दिखाओ, अपनी इनकम दिखाओ। बोलेगा 2 साल की इनकम दिखाओ, कितने पैसे बन रहे हैं, यार यार यार। वो सारा काम करने के बाद वो आपको अप्रूव कर देगा लोन के लिए, ठीक है। मगर वो लोन के लिए अप्रूव करेगा सिर्फ 80,000 का, जो कि 20% आपसे मांगेगा, ठीक है। तो अगर मैं 0.20 करूँ तो ये 20% होगा, तो 20,000, ठीक है। तो वो बोलेगा ठीक है, मैं ये आपको घर देता हूँ, आप सारी जॉब देख ली, सारी हिस्ट्री देख ली, आपके पास अच्छे खासे पैसे आ रहे हैं, तो आप उसको अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं। तो मैं ये घर आपको देता हूँ, मगर देने से पहले मुझे चाहिए आपकी स्किन इन द गेम, ठीक है। आपने सुना होगा जब इन्वेस्टर्स बात करते हैं, ज़्यादातर इन्वेस्टर बात करते हैं स्किन इन द गेम। स्किन इन द गेम्स का मतलब है आपकी खाल गेम में, राइट, जुए में आपकी खाल। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आप कहीं से बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, आपने एक $0 लगाए हुए हैं और उसने सारे पैसे लगाए हुए हैं और आप बिजनेस कर रहे हैं उसके साथ, तो वो बिजनेस सक्सेसफुल नहीं होगा, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि आपने पैसे लगाए ही नहीं है। तो आपको डर ही नहीं होता कि मैं कुछ भी हो जाए बिजनेस के साथ, मैंने तो 0 पैसे लगाए, तो मेरी टेंशन नहीं। तो आपकी स्किन इन द गेम उस बिजनेस में 0 है, ठीक है। जैसे ये क्लासेस हैं, राइट, इस क्लासेस में स्किन इन द गेम, राइट। इन क्लासेस में जो $10 की कॉस्ट है, वो टेक्निकली आपका स्किन इन द गेम है, राइट। और फिर उसके ऊपर की जो कॉस्ट होती है, डिपॉजिट मनी, मार्केटिंग वगैरह, वो फिर हमारी स्किन इन द गेम है, राइट। ताकि हम, क्योंकि अगर प्रॉपर्टी सेल नहीं होती तो मेरे 500, 600, $700 लूज होंगे, राइट। अगर प्रॉपर्टी सेल हो जाती है तो मैं, वो पैसे मुझे वापस मिल जाएंगे और आपका कमीशन आपको मिल जाएगा, राइट। तो स्किन इन द गेम से ये हुआ कि मैं भी फोकस करूंगा उसको सेल करने के लिए, पैसे लगाऊंगा, और आप भी फोकस करेंगे फाइंड करने में, राइट। तो उसको स्किन इन द गेम। तो बैंक वही बोलता है कि ठीक है, मैं आपको लोन देता हूँ, मगर मुझे चाहिए स्किन इन द गेम ऑफ 20%, ठीक है। तो इसका मतलब वो बोलेगा $20,000 का कैश लेके आओ मेरे पास, और मैं तुम्हें 80,000 का लोन दे दूंगा, ठीक है। 80,000 का लोन मिलेगा और ये प्रॉपर्टी आपकी हो जाएगी, आप इस प्रॉपर्टी के ओनर हो जाओगे। टेक्निकली तो आपने 20,000 पे किया है, मगर बैंक 80,000 आपको देगा, और आप 20-80 मिला के सेलर को दोगे, और सेलर आपको ये घर दे देगा, ठीक है। यहाँ तक बात समझ में आ गई। तो टेक्निकली अभी तक हमने सिर्फ उसको 20,000 पे किया है बैंक को, अभी 80,000 किधर गए, 80,000 भी तो पे करने ना। तो वो 80,000 जो हैं उसको बैंक डिवाइड करेगा 30 साल के लिए, ठीक है। आई डोंट नो, 30 साल बनते हैं 300, आई डोंट नो 300 मंथ्स बनते हैं फॉर एग्जांपल, ठीक है। बैंक इस पे इंटरेस्ट लगाएगा और उसको 300 मंथ से 300 मंथ से डिवाइड करेगा, और बोलेगा कि मुझे 26, अगर 3,000 मंथ से डिवाइड कर रहा है तो बोलेगा मुझे $26 पर मंथ इस घर के देते रहो, ठीक है। जो कि काफ़ी ज़्यादा होते हैं, बट टेक्निकली अगर 80,000 का घर है तो इसको वो डिवाइड करेगा से 300, फॉर एग्जाम्पल 300 उसने मंथ्स आपको दिए लोन पे करने के लिए, तो वो बोलेगा $266 प्लस वो इंटरेस्ट लगाएगा, वो मुझे वापस करते रहो, ठीक है। तो अब जो $266 है ना, ये आपकी मॉर्गेज बन गया, ठीक है। मॉर्गेज का मतलब है डेट ऑन द हाउस, ये आपका मॉर्गेज बन गया, जो कि डेट ऑन द हाउस है। अब आपको बैंक को 226 मंथली पे करना है, ठीक है। वो हमारे पास ऐसा नहीं होता, हम बैंक के पास नहीं जाते ख़रीदने के लिए, हमको बस कैश होना चाहिए, हम कैश देते हैं सेलर को, सेलर हमें घर दे देता है, बात ख़त्म। मगर यहाँ पे 99.999% हाउस जो ख़रीदे जाते हैं वो सब लोन पे ख़रीदे जाते हैं। किसी के पास इतने पैसे नहीं होते कि वो पूरी कैश कर दे, उसके पास पैसे होंगे भी, वो तब भी नहीं करेगा, क्योंकि उसको पता है कि मैं अगर 20% मुझे 20,000 ऐसी डाउन देना है इस घर को लेने के लिए, तो मैं 20,000 की इसको भी देता हूँ और मुझे ये घर भी मिल जाएगा। तो ऐसे 10 घर ओन कर लेगा जो कि 100,000 में आएंगे। तो हमेशा लोन पे जाता है, और उस लोन को जो कि घर पे मिलता है उसको मॉर्गेज बोलते हैं, जो कि $26 की मंथली पेमेंट आप देंगे 30 साल तक, 40 साल तक, जो भी मॉर्गेज आपका सेट होता है। ठीक है, hopefully that makes sense. You said we'll call him today. No, we will call him tomorrow. For Michael, I'll let him sit for one day because I spoke to him yesterday. I told him I'll get back to him either today or tomorrow, so I'll call him tomorrow. uh, Means something more important for us. What do you mean, Harry? Means something more important for us? Oh, Esteban, you mean? Yeah, Esteban also I'll call tomorrow. Um, the problem is LOI is like 8-page LOI. It's a very detailed LOI. How are we gonna do? Where are we gonna get the money? Everything. Plus, it's not the estimate that needs to be understand. He needs to send it to Mr. Seller, right? So they both have to do it. So Esteban and Michael, I guess both we have to call tomorrow, and send me a message tomorrow. I will call them. It's weekend, but I'll call them because I already told them that we'll call. Jeffrey also want to talk. Yes, we can call Jeffrey. No, it's okay. I was talking about skin in the game thing. Okay, okay, yeah. Yes, skin in the game is very important, right? Even though it's a small amount of, I don't know, $20,000 of $100,000 house, but it's very important. It's very important, and even right now, if I need to buy a house, if I'm working 9 to 5 job, I cannot bring $20,000 from my pocket. I cannot. This is not how the culture here doesn't allow that for you to be able to save $20,000. It's gonna take me at least 2 3 years to save 20,000 outside of my expenses. So, so that's very important that we do the skin in the game. Sorry, guys. Okay. सैयद भाई, मैंने टेक्सास के एजेंट को ईमेल की थी, उसकी मेल के साथ नोटिस आया है कि आपके पास लाइसेंस होना लाजमी है। नो, वी डोंट नीड लाइसेंस। वी डोंट नीड एजेंट टू, किसी भी काम के लिए हमें एजेंट की ज़रूरत नहीं है। अगर आपके पास लॉयर है ना, देन यू आर डन। यू डोंट नीड एजेंट फॉर एनी ट्रांजेक्शन। उसको बोलो वी डोंट हैव लाइसेंस एंड आई डोंट हैव एनी एजेंट रिप्रेजेंटिंग मी। If you want to represent me, you can, but you would have to say that you have to tell him that Mr. Seller will cover my cost, the buyer commission cost. Okay. It's not necessary for you to have agent. No, वो आपको सिर्फ push कर रहा है ताकि आप agent find करो और या उसको agent ले लो. That's all. Okay. Let's make calls, guys. Jeffrey. Heather, have you sent me things on Jeffrey? Is this Jeffrey? It's Logan. Send me things on Jeffrey, Heather. Uh, for Logan, send me the link of the property. Maybe I'll check. But if he only wants to carry 10%, we cannot do it. We cannot do it. 10%. That means we have to bring 90% from the pocket. It would not work. Put address for Jeffrey or number. Both. I'm gonna need the number to call and address. If the number is already on the listing, then address should be fine. If it's not, then I would need both. Okay. Let me check if there's more questions so far. So this wider boulevard thing is in Los Angeles, I guess. And Los Angeles are getting so hard to buy property there. Yeah, they made it so hard. Craxy, yeah, yep. Apartment building 3.5. Hinaki, what is he saying though? I want to know what he's saying in on to talk on the call. What did you send him, and what is he saying to do? One of the problem I've seen in Los Angeles, the taxes rules, the ownership rules, and a lot of the rules that you have to do to buy the property, it's getting pretty tough. I think who's the mayor of the Los Angeles? I think it's the that Muslim guy. No, it's someone else. Oh, he's in New York. Okay, never mind. Yeah, she's made it so hard for property buying last few years. One second, let me see what do I have for Witter Street. Yeah, I'll send the LOI to them. Heather already sent contract for proof of availability 45. Okay. Um, yeah, I want to just know, Heather, what did you talk to him about? In the meantime, I'll take other questions at the same time. मुझे इसकी email address नहीं मिला. Um, so this email address for this guy we need to find. Guys, if you are not able to find email, again, very simple method to find an email and get to the agent. Copy this whole thing, listed by and all the way to the end, open a new tab, paste it, and hit enter. Okay, usually you should be able to find the email within the first few searches, but if you can't, then you can specify email question mark and see if you can find the email. Right here. Franco Komodo Real Max. Franco Komodo or Mukada. Francis Mukada Real Max. So basically, I can just quickly go onto the site, enter your email address. Okay, right here. Here's the Franco. So I'm just sending you a text to Eamon because she couldn't find the email for that, or he. Sorry. इस भी एजेंट को कॉल की थी, उसका ईमेल नहीं मिला, पर इसके साथ जो एजेंट था उसका एड्रेस अवेलेबल था, मैंने उसे ईमेल कर दी है. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We asked for the mortgage. He wants to ask the seller. Okay. Did we speak to him recently? Didn't we talk to him yesterday or something? Jeffrey, right? He was so like busy. Oh yeah, that's a Chinese guy, right. Jeffrey Whiteable Award. Jeffrey, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to get an update on the information on the loan, the mortgage on the property. Thanks, Said. So I'm sending him a text right now. On call, don't text. He emailed me to text on call. He wants to ask the seller yesterday, and now he emailed me to talk on call. Sure, I'll call. But I think he wasn't.
Hello.
Hello, is this Jeffrey?
Yes, Jeffrey speaking. Is this Naki?
Yes. I
Yeah.
just sent you a quick
How's
text
it
as well
going?
about it. It's going well. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for emailing me back about your phone number.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Yeah. Let me give you a call back shortly. I'm
Okay.
gonna connect with Jesse. I think he might have the answer for you regarding the mortgage.
Okay.
Just give me a second. Be by your phone, okay?
Sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye. I don't know. He's getting me in touch with the seller, or is it? Why do we need to see the mortgage? Because we need to understand, can we bring the enough cash to cover the first position loan? Okay guys, remember it's important, because ये जो ट्रांजेक्शन होती है सेकंड पोजीशन वाली, उसमें हमें इतना डाउन पेमेंट चाहिए होता है ताकि हम बैंक को पिक्चर से हटा दें, ठीक है, क्योंकि बैंक से उसने लोन लिया हुआ है, मॉर्गेज है बैंक के पास से, तो उसको पिक्चर से हटाना है, और फिर हम जाएंगे दूसरे लोन में दूसरे बैंक के साथ असेंशियल. हुसैन अस्सलाम वालेकुम. वालेकुम अस्सलाम हुसैन, how are you? So let me I'm just gonna wait on his call, see when he calls, but I think what he's doing is he's gonna merge the seller in the call, but I think it will be hard because we'll see. Okay. Yeah, let's get back to this. Mortgage, we need to know, we have the net operating income. Heather, do you have the calculator on this? I want a calculator on this so that I can be ready for this property. He's gonna ask. I guess you probably won't because it's the second position. Never mind. Did you send him a 10% down offer, Heather? What did they not take it? This is unwritten, no offer sent. Okay, so you didn't send any offer. Is it because they were asking a large down? Okay, so this is the property. This is the amount. Let me run the numbers quickly before he calls so that I know what I'm dealing with. 3.35, I think. Asking price 3.35. 350. Net operating income is 234,713. 234,713. 234,713. 19559. Okay, guys, nothing too crazy I'm doing. All I did is get the purchase price, put the same asking price below, get the net operating income. This is the net operating income, right? NOI. उसको लिया, उसको कैलकुलेटर में डाला, जो भी नेट ऑपरेटिंग इनकम थी उसको डिवाइड कर दिया 12 से, 12 महीनों से, ठीक है। नेट ऑपरेटिंग इनकम हमेशा एनुअली होती है, तो उसको 12 महीने में किया, तो ये जो पैसे हैं ये मंथली पैसे मिलेगा मुझे, तो मैंने ये उठाया और मंथली की जगह पे यहाँ पे लिख दिया, ठीक है। टैक्सेस इंश्योरेंस हमें नहीं पता, ना हमको ज़रूरत है, क्योंकि ये नेट ऑपरेटिंग इनकम है, तो ये टैक्सेस इंश्योरेंस निकालने के बाद क्या ही नंबर आता है, ठीक है। यहाँ पे हमें कैपेक्स मैनेजमेंट वैकेंसी नहीं निकालनी है, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी ये उसमें कैलकुलेटेड होता है नेट ऑपरेटिंग इनकम में, ओके। अगर ओनर बोलता है कि नहीं मैं खुद ऑपरेट कर रहा था, देन इट विल नॉट बी इंक्लूडेड, फिर हमको खुद ऐड करना पड़ेगा। और वैकेंसी हम इस वजह से कमर्शियल प्रॉपर्टी का नहीं भी रखते हैं, वो इस वजह से कि जो नेट ऑपरेटिंग इनकम है वो उन्हीं जगह की इनकम है जो रेंटेड है, अगर वो रेंटेड नहीं होती तो वो नेट ऑपरेटिंग इनकम में शामिल नहीं होती है, ठीक है। ओके, सो दैट्स अ सिनेरियो so far we are in positive, so that's not bad. What we have to look at is here, अगर सेलर हमको वापस कॉल करता है और बोलता है मेरे ऊपर 40% का मॉर्गेज है, ओके, 40% का मॉर्गेज है मेरी प्रॉपर्टी में, इसका मतलब मैं सिर्फ 60% कैरी कर सकता हूँ, ठीक है। 40% तो बैंक का देना है, वो ठीक है, वो आप बैंक को दे दो, मगर मैं कैरी 60 कर सकता हूँ, क्योंकि मेरी इतनी इनकम है या मेरी इतनी वैल्यू है प्रॉपर्टी में, ठीक है। तो हम उसको बोलेंगे ठीक है, हम आपको $1.3 million देंगे, ठीक है, इतने पैसे आपको देंगे, और मंथली पेमेंट ऑफ $4,188, ठीक है। अब 1.3 million जो गोज टू द बैंक, बैंक को पिक्चर से बाहर निकाल दिया, और अब हम और मिस्टर सेलर एग्रीमेंट में आ गए। मगर अगर वो बोलता है कि नहीं मेरी प्रॉपर्टी में जो इक्विटी है वो सिर्फ 50% है, तो उसका मतलब हमको 50% लाना पड़ेगा क्लोजिंग टेबल पे, ठीक है, जो कि 50% है 1.6 मिलियन, ठीक है। तो अगर हम 60 करते हैं तो 110% फाइनेंसिंग हो जाती है, और वी आर स्टिल मेकिंग लिटिल बिट ऑफ मनी, नॉट टू बैड, बट हियर कैश टू बायर, बायर को पैसे से कुछ नहीं मिल रहे, ठीक है, तो हमें बायर को भी कुछ देना होता है इस स्ट्रक्चर की डील्स में। तो हम 65 जाते हैं, तो अब देखो यहाँ पे बायर को मिल तो रहे पैसे, मगर ये दोनों रेड में आ गए, राइट। तो अब हम ये बात बायर पर छोड़ेंगे, अगर यहाँ तक फंसता है बात, तब बोलेंगे या तो आप कैश अभी ले लो और कम मंथली कैश फ्लो कर लो, या आप मंथली कैश फ्लो ज़्यादा ले लो और अभी आप ज़ीरो रख लो पैसे, ठीक है। मोस्ट लाइकली वो बोलेगा नहीं कैश फ्लो मुझे कम दो और मुझे अभी पैसे दो, क्योंकि कैश फ्लो का इतना प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, इतना तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा, आई थिंक ओके। अच्छा, एक और बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये है जो हमने अभी देखी नहीं, वो DSCR रेजिडेंशियल, ठीक है, ये है कमर्शियल प्रॉपर्टी। तो अगर आप देखें यहाँ पे इंटरेस्ट वो 8% कैलकुलेटर बता रहा है, और जो कि यूजली 7 to 8% आपको मिलेगा रेजिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टी पे, ठीक है। अगर कमर्शियल प्रॉपर्टी है तो हमको कमर्शियल का कैलकुलेटर खोलना पड़ता है, जो कि इंटरेस्ट ले जाता है 10% पे, ठीक है। एंड लुक एट दिस, सच अ बिग डिफरेंस। अब हम मंथली $2,000 लूज़ कर रहे हैं इस प्रॉपर्टी पे, तो इसका मतलब कि हम 50% तो नहीं दे सकते सेलर को कैरी, हमें ऑलमोस्ट 70% पे जाना पड़ेगा, एंड इसको फर्स्ट पोजीशन लोन को हमने कम करना पड़ेगा। देखिए होता ये कि क्योंकि ये जो लोन है ना फर्स्ट पोजीशन लोन, इसका इंटरेस्ट 10% है, ठीक है। दूसरा लोन है सेलर का, उसका लोन ज़ीरो, उसका इंटरेस्ट 0% है, ठीक है। तो अगर हम इस फर्स्ट पोजीशन लोन के कम लोन लें तो हमारा इंटरेस्ट देन हमको कम पे करना पड़ेगा, तो हमारा कैश फ्लो बेहतर होगा, ठीक है। तो अब मैं 70% यहाँ करके, यहाँ पे मैं 40% लिख के देखते हैं, तो 110% फाइनेंसिंग हो गई अभी भी, और अब हम पैसे बना रहे हैं यहाँ पे, ठीक है। तो अगर हम कम लोन लें तो ज़ाहिर है इंटरेस्ट भी कम पड़ेगा, तो हमारा कैश फ्लो बढ़ता है। ठीक है, तो ये बैंक का लोन, ये पहला लोन होगा, और सेलर कैरी का ये सेकंड लोन होगा। होपफुली दैट मेक्स सेंस। ओके, सो अगर वो कॉल करता है, वो बोलता है कि भाई मेरे पास मुझे 1 मिलियन डाउन पेमेंट चाहिए, तो हम हाँ बोल देंगे, क्योंकि हम ला सकते हैं 1 मिलियन की डाउन पेमेंट इस मेथड के हिसाब से। ठीक है, अगर वो बोलता है 900,000, तो जितना कम मिलियन से बोलता है उतना ज़्यादा बेहतर है हमारे लिए। ठीक है, बाकी 2 मिलियन की हम इसको बाद में पे करेंगे लेटर। तो अगर अब आप देखा जाए यहाँ पे, तो हम 7 साल में भी पे कर सकते हैं, मगर हम स्टार्ट करेंगे 10 ईयर्स का, ताकि हमारे पास नेगोशिएशन का रूम हो। सेलर को जा रहे हैं पैसे 4,000, जो कि इन माई ओपिनियन इज लिटिल बिट हाई, मे बी आई कैन ब्रिंग इट डाउन लिटिल बिट। 4,000, yeah, so $4,000 payment of monthly. Let me see if I can get it exactly 4,000. If I put 4,000 here, 48 years. Yeah, yeah, that's the lowest we could do. 4,400 for monthly payments. We can bring a $1 million down for closing, and we're good to go. So I'm gonna keep this calculator open, and I'm gonna go to the next thing so that I can get a call. Okay, kiddos. After the first call, after we first call him, he told me to get the mortgage detail, as he's so slow. Yeah. So we are here at this stage now. Jeffrey said, "Can explain offer lease land, which offer is a good cash." Yeah. So basically, इसका जो लोन है ना, हमें वो पता करना था, ताकि हमें पता हो कि कितना लाना है टेबल पे। ठीक है, अगर वो जितना भी बोलता है 1 मिलियन से कम होता है तो हम हाँ बोलेंगे, 1 मिलियन से ज़्यादा होता है तो हम उसको कुछ नहीं कर सकते। दैन सेलर हैज़ टू स्टे 388 डेज रुका हुआ है, वो मेरे ख्याल से 1 साल और रुके, उसके बाद फिर उसको देखा जाएगा। Sayed, can you explain offer on lease land? Which offer is a good or self finance? Heather, I don't think in this market is valuable for you to waste time on lease land. अगर लीज लैंड कमर्शियल प्रॉपर्टी का है, जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे बना रही है इन टर्म्स ऑफ कैश फ्लो, देन वी कैन लुक इनटू दिस। ओके, क्योंकि आप देखो ना, लीज लैंड में आपका कुछ भी नहीं। लीज लैंड का मतलब है कि लैंड जो है लीज पे है, और किसकी लीज पे है? कोई पार्क होगा जिसमें वो घर है। ठीक है, तो आप लैंड नहीं ओन करते होते, सिर्फ घर ओन करते हैं ऊपर। ठीक है, और घर का कुछ नहीं कर सकते। टोर्नेडो आ जाए, फ्लड हो जाए, कुछ भी हो जाए, तो उसमें घर की वैल्यू नहीं है, राइट? घर की वैल्यू इतनी नहीं है। घर और लैंड की अपने हिसाब से भी वैल्यू नहीं है। लैंड की अपने हिसाब से ज़ीरो वैल्यू होती है, घर की होती थोड़ी सी वैल्यू, क्योंकि उसमें बंदा रह सकता है। मगर प्रॉब्लम ये आती है, लैंड नीचे नहीं है। तो अगर आपको 10 दिन में एजेंट, जो लैंड ओनर है, वो बोलता है मेरा मूड चेंज हो गया, मैं जो हूँ, मैं आपको निकालना चाह रहा हूँ, अपना घर लो और यहाँ से निकलो, तो आप क्या करोगे? राइट? ऐसा होना होगा नहीं यूजुअली, बट ऐसा हो भी सकता है। किसी भी वजह से वो ये बोल सकते हैं कि अपना अपना घर हटाओ यहाँ से, और मुझे बिल्डिंग बनानी है, मुझे कुछ दूसरा काम करना है इस पे। तो देन यू आर डन, राइट? अब उस घर को पहली बात तो मूव नहीं कर सकते। अगर मूव करेंगे तो वो थाउजेंड्स ऑफ डॉलर्स की कॉस्ट आएगी, फिर आपको कहीं और जगह लैंड ढूंढना पड़ेगा, उस लैंड पे रखना पड़ेगा। सो इट्स गोना बी वेरी वेरी हार्ड। सो लीज लैंड और लीज हाउसेस, or mobile houses we call it, I don't think it's a good deal here. एग्रीमेंट नहीं होता लीज पर। द थिंग इज यू कैन डू, आप कर सकते हो, राइट? लीज लीज कर लेना आप, अगर उस पर इतने ज़्यादा कैश फ्लो है तो आप कर लो, बट उसका कोई वैल्यू नहीं है ना, उसकी लॉन्ग टर्म वैल्यू नहीं है। आप भले, आपको अभी तो कैश फ्लो मिलेगा, मगर लॉन्ग टर्म की कोई वैल्यू नहीं है, क्योंकि आप ओन नहीं करते उसका लैंड। तो लीज पर आई डोंट थिंक इट्स गोना मेक सेंस। अगर लैंड आपका है, उसके ऊपर घर आपका है और उसके ऊपर लीज लीज दिया हुआ है किसी रेंटर को, देन डिफरेंट स्टोरी, देन डिफरेंट स्टोरी। उसको मना कर दूँ फिर, इफ़ यू सेंड एन ऑफर उसको मना कर दूँ फिर, आई थिंक, या आई थिंक तो आपको इसमें टाइम नहीं वेस्ट करना चाहिए मेरे ख्याल से। मतलब देर इज़ अ वे कि हम उसको बाय कर सकते हैं, बट वो बहुत ज़्यादा नीश हो जाएगा, एंड आई थिंक इट्स गोना बी लॉट ऑफ पेपर वर्क एंड इट्स नॉट गोना वर्थ इट। तो फोकस ऑन द लाइन दैट यू ओन्ड बाय दैट। Okay, okay. Bro, what is auction? Auction is basically, so डिफरेंट स्टेजेस होती हैं प्रॉपर्टी के, ठीक है। आपने प्रॉपर्टी ख़रीद ली है, अब फॉर एग्जांपल लेट मी शो यू, लेट मी शो यू अ क्विक Zillow thing. Change stream. Okay, so this is Zillow. Let's just say this is the property. Okay, so this is the property, correct? um, when you say auction, the owner of this property, जब owner इस property, मैं आपको बताता अगर आप पूरे कैश में भी प्रॉपर्टी आप किसी को से ख़रीदो, आपको वो प्रॉपर्टी टेक्निकली आपकी कभी होती नहीं है। ये यूएस और वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज़ की बात कर रहा हूँ, ऐसा पाकिस्तान या उधर नहीं होता। जब आप एक दफ़ा ख़रीद लेते हो प्रॉपर्टी, आपको एक रुपया भी एक्स्ट्रा पे नहीं करना होता फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ द लाइफ, ठीक है। मगर ऐसा नहीं होता नॉर्थ अमेरिका में। जो लैंड होता है वो हमेशा गवर्नमेंट ओन करती है, ठीक है। भले आपने पैसे देके ख़रीद लिया घर, मगर लैंड हमेशा गवर्नमेंट ओन करती है। गवर्नमेंट कभी आपको किक आउट नहीं करेगी, सिर्फ एक वक्त पे किक आउट करेगी जब आप उस लैंड का टैक्स नहीं पे करते हैं, ठीक है। तो जब आप उस लैंड का टैक्स होता है और एक इंश्योरेंस होती है जो घर की इंश्योरेंस होती है, तो गवर्नमेंट किक आउट कर सकती है। इवन दो वो आपका, आपने पूरा 100,000 में घर लिया हुआ है, पूरे 100,000 पे किया में कैश, मगर अगर आपने प्रॉपर्टी टैक्स नहीं पे किया तो गवर्नमेंट आपको नोटिस देगी, ठीक है। वो बोलेगी कि यू आर इन प्री फोरक्लोजर। फोरक्लोजर होता है घर पे ताला लग गया, घर से बाहर निकालना है और घर पे ताला लगाना है, तो प्री फोरक्लोजर होता है, ठीक है। तो गवर्नमेंट आपको एक लोन वो भेजती लेटर, उस पर लिखा होता है कि प्री फोरक्लोजर नोटिस 1, एक नोटिस आता है, उसके बाद नोटिस 2 आता है, मेरे ख्याल में 3 नोटिस आते हैं। उसके बाद इस घर की ओनरशिप उससे निकल जाती है, तो फिर वो घर आ जाता है फोरक्लोजर में, ठीक है। इसका मतलब है कि बैंक ने वो घर ले लिया है टेक्निकली। गवर्नमेंट देती है बैंक को काम कि आप इस घर को ले लो और उसको ऑक्शन कर दो, ठीक है। या कहीं कहीं सिटी खुद कर लेती है। तो बेसिकली फॉर एग्जांपल इन दिस केस, सिटी ने घर वापस ले लिया, ओनरशिप के डॉक्यूमेंट्स होंगे ऑटोमेटिकली। उस अगर जेफरी का नाम है तो जेफरी का नाम हटाकर सिटी का नाम लिख दिया जाता है, और डॉक्यूमेंट्स नो लॉन्गर विथ सेलर, सेलर का नाम हर जगह से हट जाएगा और गवर्नमेंट ओन कर लेती है और सेलर निकल गया। अगर सेलर है घर में तो पुलिस जाके घर में से निकाल देगी। एनीवेज, तो वो घर हो गया फोरक्लोज। इसका मतलब इसको कोई ओन नहीं करता सिवाय सिटी के, ठीक है। तो अब सिटी जाता है, अब ज़ाहिर सिटी को तो पैसे बनाने, तो सिटी बोलेगा कि इसको किसी और को दे दो, उसको किसी और को सेल कर दो, ठीक है। वही घर फिर सिटी ऑक्शन पे लगाता है, ठीक है, जिसपे बोली लगती है। ऑक्शन का मतलब एक तरह से बोली होता है, तो उसमें बोली लगती है कि भाई इसे ये 100,000 का घर है, किसको किसको लेना है। एक बोलेगा 50, दूसरा बोलेगा 55, दूसरा बोलेगा 60। तो जो भी हाईएस्ट बिड होती है या हाईएस्ट बोली लगती है उस पर उसको घर मिल जाता है। तो दैट्स हाउ द ऑक्शन प्रोसेस इज डन, ठीक है। तो ऑक्शन इसको बोलते हैं जिसमें घर ले लिया जाता है, वापस जब्त हो जाता है और उसके बाद उसको दोबारा मार्केट में लगा के सिटी बेचता है। तो अब जिस नए बंदे को बेच रहा है उस बंदे को पीछे के टैक्स भी पे करने पड़ते हैं, ठीक है। वो सिटी को देने पड़ते हैं और फिर जो घर होता है वो उसको देना पड़ता है। और इसी वजह से 100,000 का घर लगा हुआ है तो वो ऑक्शन में बिकेगा कोई 50 का, 60 का, इस तरह का, पूरा उस पर वैल्यू पे नहीं बिकता। Okay, hopefully that answer your question. सही भाई, कैरी को क्या रिप्लाई करना है, काइंडली गाइड. um, 1 second. एक बार नहीं होता least percent offer. What if I can get it for like 0.5, 0.5 or 0.4 or less lease house? Heather, even then it's not worth it, right? Again, हम दो चीज़ों पे खेलते हैं, ठीक है. एक चीज़ ये खेलते हैं कि हमें कैश फ्लो अच्छा हो, ठीक है. अगर ये घर आपके सामने लगा हुआ है, अगर इस पे कैश फ्लो अच्छा नहीं है, देन हम टेक्निकली इस डील से भागेंगे, क्योंकि कैश फ्लो अच्छा नहीं है. भले इसमें इक्विटी है, फॉर एग्जांपल आपको ये घर मिल जाता है 60,000 का, और अगर रेंटर सिर्फ आपको $100 पे कर रहा पर मंथ, हम तब भी ये घर नहीं लेंगे, क्योंकि भले आपके पास इक्विटी है, राइट. इक्विटी आ रही है क्योंकि आपने 140 का घर 60,000 में ले लिया, तो उसका मतलब आपके पास 50,000 की इक्विटी ऑलरेडी है, 50,000 से ज़्यादा ऑलरेडी है, ठीक है. मगर क्योंकि कैश फ्लो नहीं है इसमें, तो हम इस घर को नहीं लेंगे, ठीक है. एक ये सिचुएशन है. दूसरी सिचुएशन ये है कि इसका रेंट जो है 5,000 रेंट है, और इसकी इसकी कॉस्ट जो है, आपका मॉर्गेज या फिर आपकी जो सेलर फाइनेंस की कॉस्ट है वो $1,000 है, आपकी $4,000 का फ़ायदा हो रहा है. मगर मगर अम, घर का वैल्यू ज़ीरो है. इसका मतलब है कि इसमें आई डोंट नो मोल्ड है, या फिर बेसमेंट में क्रैक है, या कोई एक बड़ा मसला है जिसको फिक्स करने के लिए इतने पैसे लगेंगे जितने घर के पैसे हैं, तब भी हम वो घर से भागेंगे, राइट. भले कैश फ्लो है, ठीक है, मैं मानता हूँ, मगर कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है घर में, और घर रहने के काबिल नहीं होगा, तो कैश फ्लो भी गया, और इक्विटी आपकी तो है भी नहीं, राइट. तो जब भी हम घर लेते हैं, हम दोनों प्ले को देखते हैं कि घर में हमें इक्विटी भी मिले तो हम डिस्काउंट लेके आ जाते हैं, ठीक है. फिर उसमें रेंटर भी होना चाहिए, जो कि हम कैश एंड कैश की बात करते हैं, ठीक है. तो इन दोनों को मिला के आपकी एक अच्छी इन्वेस्टमेंट स्ट्रेटजी बनती है कि अगर खुदा न खास्ता घर की प्राइसेस कम हो गई, तो आपके पास कैश फ्लो तो आ रहा है, तो आप सस्टेन कर लोगे. हो सकता है उस साल ना सेल करो, अगले साल सेल कर दो, तो जब घर की प्राइसेस ज़्यादा हो गई. या अगर घर की प्राइसेस ज़्यादा हैं मगर रेंट कम है, तो आप बोलोगे ठीक है, मैं इसको थोड़ा सा अपने रेंट को कम कर लेता हूँ, मगर घर की प्राइसेस तो वैसे बढ़ रही है, राइट. तो इनमें इन दोनों में से कोई एक भी चीज़ अगर नहीं है ना, तो घर अच्छा इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं है, ठीक है. आप खुद भी सोचो, राइट. आप क्यों उस घर में पैसे लगाओगे जिस घर में लैंड आपके पास है ही नहीं. सिर्फ घर की, अगर घर जल गया, कुछ हो गया, और नया घर नहीं बनाने की इजाज़त दी, या कुछ भी मसला कर दिया लैंड ओनर ने, आप फंस गए फिर, राइट. तो आप खुद भी ऐसी प्रॉपर्टी से दूर रहो अम, जिस प्रॉपर्टी में ये इश्यूज होते हैं. सैयद, या एंड देन कैरी को क्या रिप्लाई करना है, खानी गाइड में. कैरी को आप नहीं रिप्लाई करो, शी नीड्स दी POF, राइट. तो आई थिंक आई पुट इट डाउन. सो आई विल सेंड कैरी credibility और सिक्योर POF, ठीक है. उसको प्रूफ ऑफ फंड और दोनों चीज़ें मुझे सेंड करनी है. शी सेंड मी मैसेज टुमारो, सो वी विल डू इट टुडे, ओके. जब आज कर देंगे, तो यू कैन फॉलो अप टुडे सम टाइम लेटर, अगर आपके पास टाइम है, अगर आप उठे हुए हो तो फॉलो अप कर लेना, मैं आपको बता दूंगा कि कब सेंड हो गई थी चीज़ें, राइट. दैट्स गोना बी माय जॉब. आपको अभी फ़िलहाल कुछ नहीं करना, ठीक है. जब सेंड हो जाए तो मे बी मंडे को आप उसको फॉलो अप कर लेना, अगर उसका रिप्लाई नहीं आता है तो, ओके. She wants commission also. No, we cannot. Um, we can tell her like we are giving the cash offer that includes the commission. कमीशन वो सेलर से लेगी, हमसे नहीं लेगी. और कमीशन हमारा काम नहीं होता पे करना, सेलर का काम होता है पे करना. बायर पे नहीं करता. बायर तो ऑलरेडी पैसा खर्च कर रहा है ना, तो बायर नहीं करता. सेलर को पैसे मिल रहे होते हैं, तो इस वजह से सेलर बायर का और सेलर का दोनों का एजेंट कमीशन पे करता है, ओके. सो एजेंट को बोलना है कि the money that we are paying, you have to get the commission from that. We're not going to pay extra commission. If you really want, उसको बताना नहीं कि हम क्लोजिंग कॉस्ट पे कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. अभी के लिए वो कार्ड यूज़ नहीं करना, वो कार्ड हम बाद में यूज़ करेंगे. um, फिर हम उसको बताएंगे नहीं, हम क्लोजिंग कॉस्ट कर लेते हैं, एजेंट कमीशन फिर भी आप सेलर से जाके बात करो. Good, good. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Today went through so quick. We didn't even make many calls today. Yeah, but so far I feel like the Michael deal, and then the Fahim, you have this deal, and I think there's one more. Harry has that. Those deals are very close. Um, to be closing. I have two agents to call. Sure, send me a DM with the property information and what you have been chatting with. I'll call. Can we say the agent if you can sell land property, can we buy? Um, yeah, you can ask the agents, like tell them like look, I उसको बोलो agent को बोलो कि sorry, I didn't see that it's a leased land. I am willing to buy the land and the property at the same time. Is there a possibility for that? बट देर विल बी नॉट पॉसिबिलिटी, क्यों? इस वजह से क्योंकि वो जो लैंड है वो एक पार्क की ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का होगा, ठीक है? अब वो एक इतना बड़ा पार्क है, उसमें से वो काट के आपको एक लैंड नहीं देगी। ओके, इन माई ओपिनियन आई स्टिल थिंक यू शुड मूव ऑन। ओके, क्योंकि जितना आप टाइम उस पर वेस्ट करोगे वो टाइम आप किसी अच्छी प्रॉपर्टी पे लगा लो और जो आपको आपका रिटर्न दे दे, इट्स मच बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ टाइम। ठीक है, क्योंकि अभी आपके पास टाइम जो है ना वो मनी है। टाइम इज़ वेरी resourceful right now or usable, क्योंकि मार्केट असल में ना पूरे यूएस की मार्केट अभी गिरी हुई है। ठीक है, इसका मतलब है कि बायर्स के पास बहुत पावर है, इसका मतलब आपके पास पावर है। तो आप उन चीज़ों पे वेस्ट नहीं करो टाइम, क्योंकि मार्केट हमेशा देखें, कुरान में भी है कि कभी भी कोई एक चीज़ वैसे नहीं रहती। एक हर अच्छी चीज़ के बाद बुरी चीज़ आती है और हर बुरी के बाद अच्छी चीज़ आती है। राइट, दैट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ द नेचर। अगर आप एटम भी देखें ना, एटम द लोएस्ट स्मॉलेस्ट मॉलिक्यूल, एटम भी अपने हिसाब से वो यूं यूं कर रहा होता है। राइट, एक इट्स इन फ्रीक्वेंसी। तो एटम भी एक वक्त में ऊपर जाता है, दूसरे वक्त में नीचे आता है। ये मैं आपको लोएस्ट थिंग बता रहा हूँ जिसपे पूरी दुनिया बिल्ट है। तो हमारा जो बेसिक बेसिक कोर ही एटम ऊपर नीचे जाता है। और कुरान ने भी ये बात करी हुई है। और आप देखो, कभी भी आपके साथ ऐसा नहीं होता पूरी ज़िंदगी आपकी अच्छी ही गुजरे या पूरी ज़िंदगी या बुरी गुजरे, हमेशा अच्छी बुरी चीज़ आती रहती है। तो इसी वजह से रियल एस्टेट मार्केट भी ऊपर नीचे होती है। कभी बायर्स पावर में होते हैं, तो फिर वक्त आएगा कि सेलर्स पावर होंगे, फिर बायर्स पावर में होते हैं। तो अभी हमारी पावर है। तो आप जितना टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, आप अपनी पावर लूज़ कर रहे हैं इस वजह से, क्योंकि आपके पास टाइम है। क्योंकि अगर हो सकता है 10 महीने के बाद ये पावर चेंज हो जाए, पावर चले जाए सेलर के पास और बहुत ज़्यादा बायर बैठे हुए ख़रीदने के लिए। राइट, तो वो फिर एक इश्यू हो जाएगा। अभी हमारे पास पावर है, सो लेट्स फोकस ऑन दैट। मगर उस वक्त के लिए डिफरेंट स्ट्रेटजीज होती हैं, देन वी विल फोकस ऑन डिफरेंट वंस देयर। This offer is an auction. My agent said that the list you offer is auction. I'm not sure what he means by that. वो ये बोल रहा है कि आपकी पैसे इतने कम हैं कि वो ऑक्शन में उसको मिलेंगे। आई डोंट नो, आई हैव नो आइडिया वो क्या बोलना चाह रहा है। I have two agents to call you. Can you make sure? Give me 1 second. Can you make sure to send her a contract? Do you want me to remind you? Yes, I will send the contract today. You can still remind me to confirm that somebody has sent it in our team, but we will definitely send it. Can you call Logan? Yes, I'll call. I'll check Fahim's and then I'll call Logan. Okay. Let's see. 2 pictures only. That means it's rented. Affordable value add opportunity. Value add opportunity. The economic powerhouse, blah blah blah. Sold strictly as a buyer to complete all due diligence, showing by appointments only. I think there's something wrong with the house then. क्योंकि वो बोल रहे हैं वैल्यू आउट एड, इसका मतलब है कि इसमें कुछ डालना है अंदर। स्ट्रिक्टली सोल्ड एज इज, इसका मतलब है कि सेलर कुछ भी चेंज नहीं करेगा। सो वी कैन कॉल एंड आस्क व्हाट्स रॉन्ग विद दिस प्रॉपर्टी। Adelaide. Adelaide. Let me call Adelaide. Adelaide का नंबर नहीं है यार, this is his corporation. Adelaide का number हमने निकालना है, so let's copy paste Adelaide. Wait, I'm not showing you the right screen, guys. 1 second. Okay. So what I'm doing, I don't have Adelaide's this agent number. The reason why, because Adelaide का number लिखा हुआ है, नाम लिखा हुआ है, उसके बाद कॉमा डला हुआ है, फिर उसकी कंपनी का नाम लिखा हुआ है, एपिक रियल्टी, और फिर नंबर डला हुआ है, तो इसका मतलब ये एपिक रियल्टी का नंबर है, एडले का नंबर नहीं है. So I need to find Adelaide's number so I can chat with her. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Why is it not copying? Where's Adelaide? Oh, it's a guy. I didn't think it's a guy. That's a girl. Adelaide? So this would be his phone number. He's an African guy. I feel like I'm gonna butcher his name, so I'm not gonna call his name. 44426.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey there, this is Fahim. I'm looking at speaking about your Clubhouse Road property. You requested to give you a quick call, so just kind of following up on that. We're interested in this property. I do see that it's been listed for a while, and it's been mentioned that it's a value add property. So I wanted to know what does that look like? What does that entail? As in, if you guys have any estimate of what that looks like in terms of flipping the property, please let me know. I'm interested in this one. We'll chat soon. Bye bye for now. So I sent him a voice note on your behalf, Fahim. So I'm gonna save his number so when he calls, I will know. It's a good market though. This city is a good. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, $7.5 million property. Hinagi, please call. Yeah, Los Angeles. This is so tough right now in this market, but let's see. Net operating income is 560. Cap rate 7.4. Los Angeles Cordova Street. And he said, Logan Max, the seller can carry back is 10% of purchase price. Do you have an LOI to share? Yeah, he probably needs LOI because he needs to send it to the seller. Which one? His number is. Okay, let's call Mr. Logan.
Please leave your message for 31090302222.
Hey Logan, this is Syed. You've been speaking to Heather Nucky. We were running some numbers on the property at Cordova Street. We have an initial interest on this property. Numbers kind of make sense for what we are looking for. However, we were sort of looking to do sort of an equity carry method where we can bring in enough down payment, finance the down payment, and then carry um, the rest of the amount with Mr. Seller on a, I don't know, 120 months or so, and then balloon him out at the end of that. Let me know if that structure is kind of what Mr. Seller has been introduced to already, and if there is any interest in that. I would love to have a look at this property and go from there. I will also shoot you a quick text, and Heather Naki will also follow up via email as well. Chat soon. Bye bye. Cordova 1864. There's one agent I want to speak to him. JOH.
Hello.
Hello, is it John?
Hello.
Hey John, this is Syed.
Hi, Greg.
How are you? Do you have a couple minutes to
Hold on,
chat?
hold on. Can I call you back?
Sure, let's do that. Call me back, no worries.
All right, thank you.
Talk soon, bye. Okay, guys, what I want you to do, there's a lead I need someone to follow up from me. Who wants to do it? And it's been a lead that I've been working on for a very long time, probably like 2 months. 2 months, and it's a commercial. Harry, okay. Um, so basically, Harry, what you need to do is to go on this property street. So this is the property in New York. I have sent the offers, have a detailed discussions with the agent. It's been listed for a while. I know this, and seller knows this, but we're not able to come to an agreement. They keep coming back to a different down payment and stuff like that. Okay. Um, the issue here is that the issue. I'll send you the text. What we have sent him. We have sent him two offers. Let me see. Where's Harry? Okay, the other offer would be the higher down payment. Okay, so the payment I have sent him already on this. Now the discussion here. Let me actually show you guys the conversation so that you guys can kind of understand what we are dealing with. Because ये problem ना आप लोगों के साथ भी I can guarantee वो होगी. I hope you guys can see the Discord on the browser. Okay. Um, hey John, this is the property and this is the link. Okay. Now, purchase price of 5.8, right? So we gave him exactly what they were asking for. I don't have it open. The down payment of 100,000. Okay. I started the down payment at the very low. Okay. Technically down payment we can go up to 500,000, but for the cash flow to it makes sense, I cannot give more down payment. Okay. Because I gave him interest of 4.9%, which is stacked on to make it 4.9. And with the 10-year term, we will pay the closing costs. Let me know if you have workers, blah blah. The other offer with the higher down payment, this is the second position seller finance we talked about, with the 5 million, right? So now I'm actually cutting his price down to 5 million with down payment in 750,000 with 2% interest in 10 years. We have been back and forth a lot, but because I've gotten busy, I haven't been following up with him. Okay, so Harry, I'm gonna give you his email. Just mention me in it, and or actually you can kind of CC me and follow up the email and CC me in it. Let me see, where's John? The problem is his name is in some Arabic, some Chinese. I do not understand his first name. Yeah, John Wu is his name. His email is also very hard to find, by the way. You will not find it online. So I'm gonna give you his email. Can speak Chinese, no worries. You can actually speak Chinese? That'd be great. No way, you actually can? That's crazy. Harry can speak Chinese, guys. If you have a Chinese, send him Harry's way. He's gonna talk. Yes, I worked as a translator. Wow, look at that. Okay, Harry, there's one more property by the same agent. I gave you the address. And then let me see, because there's two, he sent me 3 properties, they're all commercial. So you gotta follow up on this as well. Corona, New York, and what do you want me to say? Just follow up. Just tell him, hey, I'm talking. So use my email, okay? CC me in the email, okay? And talk to John. Tell him, hey John, this is Harry. I'm I'm one of the partner with Sayed, or you can say something like, I'm working. I'm an acquisition manager for Sayed, so I'm gonna take over from now off on this property, because he's busy. Okay, and then mention the offers that we have sent, and ask um, in the email. Okay, in the email, and ask or just write the name of the property and ask if there is any update on this. This is the property, I think. Because it needs a lot of time. So this, guys, I've been following up on this for at least good 3 months. Okay. And I haven't let him go because I know I have had a very good conversation with the seller agent. I made a very good connection. Then agent brought me two more deals later, that I haven't really worked into it, but never let go. Never let go of good agents. Okay. Yeah. So follow up with this guy. I think there is a potential here. It just is. It's gonna take some time. So 3 months. I already follow. I've been following up on it. They have been listed for I don't know, for some time anyways, for I think, I don't know, 100 200 days. So hopefully in couple months we will be able to get to somewhere, but just don't miss the follow up. Okay, my internet connection is very bad today. It disconnects again and again, and I can't listen you now. If you call agent, any response, kindly text me. Okay, I'll text you. I think I called this guy, no response. I called. Okay, let me send you the quick text. I called this guy but got no response. Left him a voice note pretending to be Fahim. So let him know that you called, but it went to voice note. Okay, okay, great. I'll need to clarify from you. Are you in agreement with the HOA's requirement regarding the purchase under an LLC? Okay. So HOA's so Fahim, your next one is like, the agent said, are you in agreement with HOA's requirement regarding purchasing under an LLC? So basically मैंने आपको बताया था, HOA is like an organization that have multiple houses in that, and they organize the houses, like घास काटना, इसका मसला, उसका मसला, पार्किंग का मसला, ये लोग देखते हैं. बट HOA जो होती है वो एक कॉस्ट आपको देती है. हाय हुसैन, इट्स अ डिफरेंट हुसैन, हुसैन अहमद. ओके, सो HOA एक आपको मंथली कॉस्ट मांगती है, $100 $200 जो आप उसको पे करते हैं. और वो बोल रहा है कि HOA की रिक्वायरमेंट है कि आप ये घर को एक कंपनी के अंडर खरीदें, LLC, which I don't think that's a problem. Also, please confirm if your statement about covering all the closing costs including my commission. Yeah. So उसको बोलना कि no, we will not. 1 second. इसको मैं फ़ोन पे आपको टेक्स्ट करता हूँ. Buying house under LLC will not be an issue. We can do that. We can cover the closing costs excluding the commissions. फिर वो पूछते हैं, once I have a clarify on both, I'll be able to better represent and explain your offer to the seller and move forward accordingly. If there is another agent, kindly call him and clarify the things. Denise. I'll call Denise. I just want to know though, what is the property address and everything. I don't have that. I can call Denise. Fahim, send me the number on this. Okay. क्या किसी को मैं बताऊं कि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हम असाइन करेंगे um, नहीं, आपको बताना नहीं होता, वो पूछ रहा है तो एक डिफरेंट बात है. This home is pre-built, manufacturable. Can you please let me know if there's an option of any attempt to sign contract so I can spell out potential risk to my client regarding that. I always advise my clients requiring non-refundable ES earnest money for these type of contracts. If you will not be assigning the contracts and will be the purchaser, we will request the language in the contract reflecting that. Okay, तो वो बोल रहा है कि इस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को आप आगे सेल नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है, अगर आगे आप सेल कर रहे हो, राइट, अगर आगे आप सेल कर रहे हो, तो देन वो रिस्क अपने सेलर को बताएगा कि ये रिस्क है इस प्रॉपर्टी को सेल करने में, आगे सेल करने में. ठीक है. और वो बोल रहा है कि अगर आप नहीं सेल कर रहे आगे, आप ही बाय कर रहे हो, देन लेट मी नो एंड पुट दैट इन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. उसका बोल रहा है कि इसको कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में लिख दो कि आप खुद खरीद रहे हैं और आगे सेल नहीं कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. गिव मी द एड्रेस ऑन दिस. इसके बेसिकली इस पे दो काम हो सकते हैं. एक ये काम हो सकता है कि यस, हम बाय कर लें, उसको सारे पैसे दे दें, उसके बाद फिर इन्वेस्टर को लाएं और इन्वेस्टर को वो घर सेल कर दें. ठीक है, एक ये हो सकता है. दूसरा ये हो सकता है कि हम उसको बता दें कि यस, वी गोना बी असाइन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट to a different buyer. Okay, but in both cases we can do that. I need you to tell me the address. फर्स्ट ऑप्शन जिसमें हम खुद बाय करके इसको आगे बेचेंगे, उसका कैश फ्लो अच्छा होना चाहिए या उसका प्रॉफिट अच्छा होना चाहिए, क्योंकि हमें क्लोजिंग कॉस्ट दो दफ़ा पे करनी पड़ेगी. पहली दफ़ा हम उसके साथ पे करेंगे, उसके बाद हमें फिर क्लोजिंग कॉस्ट पे करनी पड़ेगी जो हम दूसरे सेलर को बेचेंगे. So that's where the issue is. Do you know about the auction website? I know some of the auction website, yeah. That's in the house that we do auctions. Um, why pre-74 house cannot be seller financed, as he said? There is a law in 1974. 1974 houses. Um, what's it called? Clause. सो 1974 में एक कम्युनिटी एक्ट आया था, राइट. जिस एक्ट में हुआ ये था कि जो घर बने होते हैं, जैसे ये घर बना हुआ है, इसमें 1974 को या उससे पहले तक एक पेंट यूज़ होता था जिस पे पेंट किया जाता है. उस पेंट के अंदर अंदर होता था एक मटेरियल लेड का. तो उस लेड को स्मेल करने पे कैंसर होता है और बाकी प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं. मगर 1974 में वो नहीं थी, इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं थी, साइंस नहीं थी इनके पास. तो सारे घर लेड के होते थे, तो बहुत ज़्यादा कैंसर का एक बहुत ज़्यादा तो पता चला. तो फिर उन्होंने 1974 के घर के बाद से ये लॉ निकाल दिया कि अगर 1974 का घर पहले आपका बना हुआ है तो आपको चेक करवाना है इसका काम, लेड वाला काम. अगर नहीं बना हुआ तो ठीक है, कोई मसला नहीं है, मगर बायर को साइन करना पड़ता है कि मुझे सेलर ने बता दिया है कि ये घर में लेड था. बट देयर इज़ नो अदर इश्यूज. कोई और इशू नहीं है कि the home is a pre-1974 built manufactured home, so any offer will need to be cash only. This is a complete BS. This is a complete BS. I don't think there's um, any reasonable ground on that. But I'll search. Pre-existing home is usually typically cash only because they lack the HUD certification label, federal blah blah blah. It's structure. Lender risk and standards. Okay, what वो बोल रहा है कि वो ये नहीं बोल रहा कि सेल्फ फाइनेंस नहीं हो सकता. वो ये बोल रहा है कि कैश होगा, कन्वेंशनल नहीं हो सकता. मतलब हो सकता है बैंक आपको लोन ना दे, क्योंकि बोल रहा है कि एक डॉक्यूमेंट है जो मिस करते हैं हद स्टेटमेंट. तो आप उसको सेल्फ फाइनेंस की ऑफ़र दो. आप उसको सेल्फ फाइनेंस की ऑफ़र दो. उसने बोला था ना कि कैश होगा नहीं, कैश की बात नहीं कर रहा, वो टेक्निकली कन्वेंशनल की बात कर रहा है कि आप इसको बैंक के पास नहीं जा सकते, घर को बैंक के पास नहीं ले जा सकते। तो आप उसको कैश ऑफर देंगे या सेलर फाइनेंस ऑफर दें, तो आप उसको सेलर फाइनेंस की ऑफर दे दो। और उसको बोल दो कि व्हाट आर यू सेइंग अबाउट द लेड, ओके। द लेड जो था 1970 के घरों से पहले वाले घरों में यूज होता था। ओके, लेड जो होता है वो पेंट में शामिल होता है और उससे कैंसर होता है लोगों को। ठीक है, तो 1970 के घर, जब उनको साइंस से बात पता चली ये बात, तो एक लॉ पास हो गया था कि घर जो भी उनसे पहले वाले घर हैं, वो बात या तो उनको फिक्स कराना है पेंट्स, अगर नहीं कराया तो आपने नए बायर को ये लाजमी बताना है कि ये घर 1974 से पहले का है, तो वो खुद अपनी चेकिंग कर ले। बस ये इतना सी चीज़ है, उससे आपको ये लेना देना नहीं है। बट मैंने अभी गूगल किया तो पता चला कि कुछ एक डॉक्यूमेंट है जो हर डॉक्यूमेंट है जो मिस करते हैं 1974 वाले घर। तो सिर्फ कैश होगा या सेलर फाइनेंस हो सकता है, कन्वेंशनल जो कि आप बैंक पे जाके लोन लेते हैं वो नहीं होगा। Yeah, so he said cash only, not seller finance. The rent is 2.2K, that's good. Now my conversation is restored. I can listen to you. Okay, good. Um, Fahim, I'm waiting on your response on that house. Okay, you sent it. Heather, actually, before giving them offer, tell me the numbers on this. Get the numbers out and tell me the numbers on this. Then we will know कि हम इस पे डबल क्लोज करें, कि मतलब हम ख़रीद लें, ख़रीद के आगे भेजें, या हम उसको बोल दें यस वी विल असाइन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। डबल क्लोज हमेशा बेहतर होगा सेलर के हिसाब से, क्योंकि उसको दिखेगा कि भाई हमने ख़रीद लिया, हमारे पेपर पे नाम आएंगे, दैट्स इट। अब हम ख़रीदने के बाद 2 दिन के बाद किसी और को भेज देते हैं, इट डज़ नॉट मैटर, तो वो हमारा अपना मसला है। ओके, okay, this is your property for him. There's a tiles in the living room. It might need to be changed in some sort of way. Might need to be changed. Okay, so this is the house. Rare, spacious, 3 bedroom, 3 baths with spacious golf. One kind of machine as is. This extraordinary condo is a combination of two units, two, 1, 1. Okay, 2, 2, 1, 1. So that's 4 bedroom. Why did he say 3 bedroom? Sorry, but you're not making sense. There's a HO. Are you joking me? $776 HOA on this property? What is that? This is like a rent. This is bad, guys. $700 HOA. That's stupid. Not even bad. It's stupid. What's the property taxes? 272 property tax and $55 for insurance. This house is I can call, but this house is tough to for seller. What why is HOA so high? Is it like a swimming pool in it? Under, yeah, swimming pool right here. There's a play station. Yeah, that's probably a swimming pool and backyard and yeah. So see, it's a condo. So basically, you will own something like this for him. That's where the issue is, right? Like something bad happened to the next door, something fire could happen and it will come here, right? One, something break here will also come here, plus $700 of HOA per month. Maybe it's 2 houses, that's why they're saying 700, but I can call for him, but I don't think we should waste time on this. It has so many things wrong in it, in my opinion. In my opinion. Denise, T nice. I'm not gonna leave him a message because it's not gonna worth our time, guys. I'm being very, very honest. Let me check rent real quick. I will know exactly what we can do with this. Rent has to be like 3,000. Unable to match. What does that mean? 3. Okay, so the rent for this unit 3B would be 202,075. Let me remove active. It's 2 bed 1, and it extends to 1. So 2.7, 2.7, 2.4, 2.2, 2.5. But this one is like a house. This is more like a, it's kind of like this building. 2.2. Yeah. So think about this, guys. Right. 2,200 is the rent for this property. 700 is going to be the HOA. Uh, 1 second. So 2,200 is the rent, right? This is the rent currently. 2,200 minus. I'm gonna do 776 divide by 2 in brackets so that I know how much it is. And then, so you're left with 1,800. Okay, the mortgage on this is probably gonna be another 1,000. Yeah. So you're gonna left with $800, $700 to $800, and in that you still have to get the vacancy management and capex. A very low cash and cash. On top of that, it's a condominium. If it's a single family house and with an HOA, I might be okay with it. But this HOA is like a rent, guys. $700 for an HOA is bad. So Fahim, I think it's better to move on. I think it's better to move on. जब आप लोग मेक श्योर कि जब आप लोग ये होम टाइप पे सिलेक्ट करते हैं ना, तो कॉन्डोज आप उसको अनचेक कर लें. ठीक है, इस पे ये चेक होगा तभी आपको कॉन्डो मिला होगा, वरना आपको नहीं मिलता. तो आप इसको मेक श्योर कर लें कि अनचेक हो. हाउसेस एंड मल्टी फैमिली पे फोकस हो हमारा. Okay, tell me again the problem. What you were saying about lead? Okay, yeah, I guess I mentioned everything. He has mortgage. I think we can do mortgage takeover. Yeah, we can do mortgage takeover. We can do seller finance or hybrid. Okay, seller finance or hybrid. As I'm not sure you saw, there is a seller finance option of 5%, 5 years, 35% down. Her highest priority is receiving her down payment close to 35%, remaining in the first position, and receiving her asking price. Can we get creative with other terms if you can reach this? Please let me know if you have any questions. Excuse me, guys. Okay, so the seller बोल रहा है कि मैं सेलर फाइनेंस करता हूँ इस प्रॉपर्टी पे आपको, मुझे 35% डाउन चाहिए 7 मिलियन का, और मैं आपको सिर्फ 5 ईयर्स दूंगी, और मैं 5% इंटरेस्ट ओनली पेमेंट पे दूंगी। ठीक है, तो उसका मतलब 5 साल का जितने भी आप पैसे पे करेंगे वो सारे सिर्फ इंटरेस्ट के लिए जाएंगे, प्रिंसिपल नहीं पे होगा। ओके, और वो बोल रही है कि मुझे फर्स्ट पोजीशन पे भी रहना है, तो उसका मतलब सेकंड पोजीशन हम नहीं कर सकते। खुश फहमी है इनकी, आई थिंक दैट्स ऑल आई कैन से। The seller is fairly firm on her price. As mentioned, if she were to achieve her top three priorities with her terms, purchase price remaining in the first position and 35%, we can get creative, and she is likely to accept terms. I'm guessing a couple hundred thousands of purchase price would get it done. She is a long-term owner operator in the Springs, and she is entering into a stage of lavish. No, this is just stupid offers. Let me call, because who were you talking to? आपकी बात किस एजेंट से हो रही है, रायन से और ड्रू से? How, think about this, right? 5 साल में इंटरेस्ट ओनली पेमेंट, क्या हम इंटरेस्ट दे के अचार डालेंगे? हम ना रिफाइनेंस कर सकते हैं? हाउ, व्हाट इज आवर एग्जिट स्ट्रेटजी? पूछो उससे कि हमारी एग्जिट स्ट्रेटजी क्या होगी इस पे DSCR तो हमें मिलना नहीं है। I mean, it hurts my brain कि एजेंट ने उठाई ये बात और आगे पे पहुंचा दी। एजेंट को खुद नहीं पता कि इंटरेस्ट ओनली पेमेंट पे क्या होगा, और इतने साल, 5 साल मांग रहा है वो 7 मिलियन को पे करने के लिए, राइट? आई थिंक अभी असल में मसला है कि ये जो मार्केट है ना, ये डेज ऑन द मार्केट इज़ 30 days, दैट्स द इशू। इनको अभी तकरीबन 2-3 साल लगेंगे, फिर जाके इन्होंने प्राइस चेंज करनी पड़ेगी, फिर जाके थोड़ा सा बेहतर होगी टर्म्स। बट फॉर नाउ शी इज़ नॉट गोना डू इट, आई नो। बट मैं एजेंट से पूछना चाहूँगा कि भाई आपको किसने बताया कि इतने में आप ख़रीद लो घर? डज नॉट मेक सेंस गाइस। नो रिंगिंग, व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन?
Please leave your message for 303-859-0682.
Hey Drew, hope you're doing well. I got your email on the property with the terms of the seller on the property located at 3615 and 3618. I have a quick question. So I understand the terms. It says 5% interest only, 5 years, 35% down, and then she also want to stay in the first position. So I kind of want to know how, I'm interested in this property, but I just want to run the numbers by you. So if I'm giving a 5% interest at the asking price, with interest only for 5 years, what would be my exit for 5 years? So I'm kind of confused. Um, my only exit in 5 years with the interest payment options are very limited, right? So if I were to do anything, what I would do is, instead of paying a 5% interest only payment, I would add that 5% on the purchase price and make principal only payments, so that in 5 to 8 years, whatever allows me to refinance, I'll be able to refinance and balloon out Mr. Seller. And with the 35% down, we can figure something out there as well. So let me know if that's something Mr. Seller is okay to entertain, or Miss Seller, I should say, is okay to entertain. I'll follow up with you through email as well. We'll chat soon. Bye bye. So इसको basically हमारा इसको follow up पे रखो, but इसकी जो terms है ना, it's very high. So they have to bring it down. We can do 5% interest. Okay, that means 5% over asking. Okay, on top of 7 million. Okay, but 0% interest. Okay, about 8 to 9 years balloon, and second position seller financing. That would be the terms. So 5%, 5% interest added on PP, which is the purchase price. 8-year balloon with refi contingency, and we will be financing the 35% down for this. So send him this offer, right? So ask ChatGPT to write it better and explain, and send him this offer, and then we'll go from there. I kind of give an idea already on this, on the email, on the voice note. So this is the property. Proposed term is 4.5. Okay, good. Down payment 400,000. Good. Agent is saying please send this on a Word document or a PDF so I can present to seller. Please also include the proof fund. Issue is 60% occupancy currently at this property. Occupancy 60%. Yeah. Someone is calling. Someone is calling. I think it's your property. That's true. I didn't save his name. Yeah, that's true. Hey Drew, how you doing? Hello?
Hey, hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, oh yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, perfect.
Hey, sorry, just missed a call from you.
Yeah, no worries. I got your term, so I was kind of just wanted to run some numbers by you and see where we add on this. Do you have a couple of minutes?
Oh, yeah, I should. I have a couple minutes for you.
Perfect. Yeah, so the terms to me seems pretty aggressive for this market. I do understand that they just recently gone on market about 30 days ago, so I believe Miss Seller will not change the terms as of now. But I wanted to see what Miss Seller plan was for buyer's exit, because with the interest only payment with 5 years, I probably won't have that much equity to even refinance, right?
Mm, I see.
Yeah. So
Yeah, okay.
my best proposal with these two terms would be, instead of interest only payment, I would add that 5% interest to the purchase price and make principal only payments. So by the end of the term, I will have that 25% equity to be able to refinance, right? So that's how I'm gonna get the Mr. Seller the remaining money, right?
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so with the 5% interest only, there is no exit for investor here, right? At the 5 year end, I'm still going to be standing exact same position than I was
Mm,
at the beginning of the term, right? So that's why I was thinking that's kind of aggressive. Maybe there's a mistake or something that I'm not aware of.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, essentially, the pricing was largely, largely directed by the seller.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we personally, as the brokers on this one, we propose different pricing structures for her, and she's really kind of set on her terms, and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it is aggressive for this market. I mean, I think. I think 7 million, that price point there, 116 a door. And I think it is high for the Springs right now. But I think essentially the seller is just looking for a buyer who's going to see the value in it. And so yeah, I mean I think there's not a mistake, but
Okay.
I do understand why you're thinking that it's aggressive. That makes sense. So.
Right. Like I can do the purchase price. We can come at purchase price. So that's not something I'm very worried. It's just that the point where my exit is gonna be, where the Mr. Seller is gonna get the full rest of the money, right? It's gonna be almost at a 60% occupancy. It's gonna be almost impossible for me to go to DSCR, right, and get that sort of loan. They would need to be a lot higher. So I have to come in, do some work, get the rent up to the market, and then probably be able to refinance within that 5 year market, right? 5 to 6 years. But what I was thinking, I will run some numbers. I'll come up with the best I can do. Um, the one thing I can't do is the purchase price, and kind of and do that 5% interest on top of the purchase price, and kind of run the numbers and see where we at, and kind of shoot you kind of like an initial an offer. You can have a chat with the seller, kind of yeah, kind of explain our concerns on it, and we can go from there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very
Makes
much.
sense?
That sounds good. Yeah. Let's reconnect. Let's reconnect in a little. That sounds good. Let's get terms on paper, and we'll present to the seller.
Sounds good. So I should be able to get you something in writing probably the mid of next week. Okay.
Perfect, man. Yeah, that sounds great. I'll be on the lookout.
Sounds good, Drew. We'll chat soon then.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Take care. Bye bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay. So Fahim, do what I said you in the text. Do exactly that, right? Because असल में agent को नहीं पता that क्या investment strategies को नहीं पता होगी. I think that's why he just agreed everything with me. But but yeah, but ये बात एजेंट को सेलर को बतानी चाहिए, कंफर्म करना चाहिए कि ये जो आप ऑप्शन बता रहे हो, इससे बुरा ऑप्शन हो नहीं सकता seller finance का. This is probably the worst possible scenario. Okay. So yeah, so send him that offer that I gave you in the chat in a text message, or you can do a PDF kind of thing, or send in a PDF LOI, and then we go from there. Sure. And what was the other one that we need to do? This one. They're both 60% occupied. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cap rate is pretty low, but it's okay. Square footage, building, OM, apartments. Okay. So what I need to see is where have you gotten so far with this? Um, who's calling it right now? 687168. Call back. No, it's not true. Okay, so this property proposed terms. So you give it 10% down. Agent is saying please send that Word document Also 60 issue is 60% accurate in this property. What is the terms, Heather, on this? Did you? Oh, sorry, not Heather. Hamad on this. Heather, I'll take your next. But that would be the last one. Um, we have to send LOI on this property, Missouri, Brighton. Let me see. Did I miss that? I didn't. 2.7. Oh, this one is up to 20%. That's where we had an issue. They don't want to finance more than 20%. So that's where the problem is. They need to finance at least 40% on this one. At least 40% on this one amount. Okay. Sure, array numbers. It's in your inbox. Deal analyzer equity 31%. Note on what agent said. Good morning. Please see the online comments below. Inline comments below. Home is pre-built. Okay, so what's the cash? Cash 44% so far. 80% 10. 10. Rehab cost 5. 10. 10. 5. Okay. Yeah. So if the cash on cash is 44%, we can do. Is it actually $2,000 rent? Tax insurance 594. Let me confirm the rent real quick. Tuscany is a good market. It's a low rent estimate. Agent told, okay, never mind then. If agent told you that, so that means it's they're on the lease. Okay, never mind then. We don't need to waste time. Okay, yeah. So if the cash and cash is if the cash and cash is 44, and agent agree on all this, yes, we can definitely do yeah, make sure the loans are not available on this one. But if this is cash and cash, yes, we can do double close. Also written in calculator somewhere here. Right here, okay. Yeah. So get him to agree on the seller finance on this one and tell him like if you agree on the seller finance, we will be the owner on it. No assignment is required. Um, for cash offer, I have one more partner with me. So that's where the potential assignment may be needed. Okay? But if this is the cash and cash, we're good. Very good. Yeah. Okay, guys. Um, Ahmad, I think I haven't got a response from you, so I'll end the chat here. We can continue this on Monday. I like that Hamad has few deals that he's working on that's multi units, guys. Wait, is that something with the yeah. Yeah, so I like that you guys are working on the multicultural multi-unit property as well. One or two in the pipeline, it's gonna be very, very beneficial. I sent one to Harry as well. So please make sure, Harry, you also follow up on those, and then we can go from there. Okay. If you guys don't have a property multi-culture multi units and you want someone else to give you the leads, tell me. I have few that I'm following up. I can kind of introduce you as my agent, or as my what you call it, as my acquisition partner that I've been working on, and you guys can take over it. I have no issue with that. We'll split the commission, but the commission is still very high for multi units. Okay. But I don't have it right now in my mind. I gave two to Harry right now. So Harry, same guy has those two property. The same guy has one more property, by the way. I'm talking to three properties on this, back and forth. So he has three properties. So anyways, so you work on those three properties. Follow up on that. Uh, I gave, I think, one to Ahmed as well, a couple days ago. Harry and Fahim, I will figure out for you that I'm working on. Those one today I gave him because they reply back to me. I remember that, okay, I need to give him, but I will kind of give you more, no problem. Okay, all right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. If you wanna jump on YouTube live, I might do YouTube live tomorrow if I have time, or I might not because I've been really busy with my children's health. But yeah, we'll see you guys on Monday for sure. If not, Saturday or Sunday, one of those days. All right, take care, guys. We'll see you later. Bye bye for now. Okay, TikTok and YouTube. No live tomorrow. Okay, my wife is on the live. She's saying no live tomorrow. Okay. Okay, I'll try my best. My wife. I will try to figure this out. Okay. For the people on YouTube, if you have any questions, I'll give you 5 minutes. Please let me know. Second thing, if you have any questions, again, Hussein asked a couple questions here. Hamza and Hussein Ahmed asked. So any questions you have while you're doing and making offers throughout the days and weeks, no 5 minutes too. Okay, very strict information I got from my wife that not even for 5 minutes they can go live. Anyways, so if you have any questions, just comment here in the live. How can I start work on the Zillow? I'll show you. It's very simple. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you, but I'll be quick because I say that in most of my videos, so you can have a look at it. Okay, so this is Zillow. Okay, this is the Zillow I'm talking about. Okay, when you go to Zillow.com, it's probably going to be flipped for you, but basically Zillow.com, this is the search bar. Click on this and pick any city. I pick this. Okay, very simple so far. It will show me a city like this. 1 second. So it will show something like this. Okay, all the reds are the property on sale, and these are the property information. Okay, pick any property, even the first property, I don't care. Okay, look at the price of this property, right? So this property is $160,000. Take out the calculator, very simple. Calculate, put the numbers in it. 160,000. Okay, $160,000 right here. Multiply 0.70. Okay, multiply 0.70 equals to, this is the number I get, 112,000. Okay, I'm gonna go down. Okay, this is not selecting, but right here this says listed by. ठीक है, ये पूरी लाइन लिस्टिंग एजेंट का नंबर है और इसमें ईमेल होगी. आपने ईमेल उठानी है. अगर आप फ़ोन करने में नहीं अच्छे तो आपने ईमेल उठानी है और ईमेल करनी है इतने पैसे. उसको बोलना है मैं ये घर आपका लूँगा इतने पैसों में. दैट्स इट. और वो बोलेगा नहीं, या हाँ, या बोलेगा नहीं मुझे 112 नहीं दो, मुझे 150 दो. ठीक है, तो आप बोलना नहीं मैं आपको 112 ही दूंगा या उससे कम कर दूंगा. तो आपने निगोशिएट करनी है। जैसे ही वो कंफर्म करता है इस नंबर पे, दैट्स इट, आपने उसको सबमिट करा देना एंड यू आर डन। ओके, एंड देन वी विल सेल द प्रॉपर्टी एंड गो फ्रॉम देयर। इट्स वेरी सिंपल, वेरी सिंपल। ओके, डोंट मेक इट टू कॉम्प्लिकेटेड। इसमें बस ये कंफर्म कर लेना, जो आप 0.70 वाले से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हो फॉर्मूले में, मेक श्योर ये करना है कि उस घर में काम ना हो, वो घर रहने के लायक हो उस वक्त। ठीक है, ऐसा ना हो कि उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा काम है और आपने 0.70 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देना है। अगर बहुत ज़्यादा काम है तो आपने 50% ऑफ लेना है घर पे। अगर बहुत कम काम है या काम नहीं है तो 70% कर लें, या थोड़ा बहुत काम है तो आपने 0.60 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है। अगर बहुत ज़्यादा काम है 0.50, थोड़ा उससे कम है तो 0.60, अगर काम है ही नहीं बिल्कुल तो 0.70। दैट्स इट, दैट्स अ फॉर्मूला, दैट्स एवरीथिंग। Okay, guys, so that's all for today. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe not. We'll see. We'll go from there. Okay. Take care for now. Okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks. No worries, Spark. Let me know if you have any questions. You can just go into any videos and just comment on the videos. I will reply to your comment if you have question, or you can come back tomorrow. We go from there. All right. Bye bye for now. We'll see you later. Take care.